Grand Rising. There are laws to the universe that create balance. And a lot of people are confused during the event. A lot of people, they're seeing all the strange things happening right now. And there's a lot of confusion. But we can understand and overstand what's happening during the event, how the rapture is playing out. We can understand this with the law of 80-20. Yeah. This universe is governed by God's laws, not fake man-made laws. And that's why we have to understand and overstand the law of 80-20, Pareto's Principle. And when we go over Pareto's Principle today, when we apply it to our everyday lives, when we apply it to what's going on out there, warriors, it's crazy what's going on out there. But Pareto's Principle, the law of 80-20, this universal law, it's going to appear over the course of your journey. You're going to see it in your everyday life. We're going to use real life examples, and we're going to apply it to what's happening on a global scale. Dawn M writes, it's a clown world. That's right. It's a clown world. And it's really fascinating. When you become a superhero, well, you came to the right spotlight, warriors. Yeah, let us know in the chat if you're here to become a superhero. Please take the time to just gently tap the like button. If you would just all kindly tap the like button, we're going to get so many people on this live stream. We're coming back today, baby, because so many people around the world need to learn about the law of 80-20. When we apply the law of 80-20 to what's going on right now, then all of a sudden, oh, you know what? Now it makes sense to me. And a lot of people, they might not be able to be making sense of the clown show out there, John. There's a clown show that's going on out there, and we have the superheroes waking up, rising up. We have the superheroes, the Rainbow Warriors rising up, and then we have the zombified clown show going on. Do you see the zombified clown show going on? Dawn Eck in the day. And please give me a 5x5 on the chat if we're clear. Right now we're having some more glitches maybe, but give me the 5x5 if you hear this clearly. Years ago, I used to work in the fake failing public school system, and they would give 20% of the truth. And you know they gave the kids like a little bit of truth. They would sprinkle a little bit of truth. The more that you come off the grid, the more that you embrace, especially right now and in the upcoming years, if you can embrace, the tiny home, for example, if you could live simple, right now we're living out of a room. If you can live the simple life, you could navigate this time period much more efficiently. And that's why we all have to learn these laws, and that's right, Reality Seer. And it makes the world, this time period, so much easy to navigate, because Ronnie knows the answer here. They want you to go out there and you gotta have prestige. You gotta have prestige. So hopefully we've anchored in, we've settled into the live stream. Send out some beautiful energy so we could stay connected. We have to get this message out there. It's the law of 80-20, Pareto's Principle. So please take the time right now. Let's get this show on the road. If you haven't done so already, please click the like button. You could smash the like button, gently tap the like button. But all of your efforts of boosting the algorithms are really helpful when you do that to the like button. Can you please take a second to do that? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you want daily motivation, if you want to learn something, if you want to expand your consciousness on a daily basis, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell next to subscribe. Select all. You get all the updates. If you'd like to join our Patreon, the link is in the description. I'm grateful for the support on Patreon. We host live Zoom meetings. We have uncensored content. It's going to keep flowing. It's very important that we constantly do this on a daily basis. And if you would like to support this work and the channel, there's a link at the pinned comment. The law of 80-20 might be new to others, and you will probably see the law of 80-20 appear over the course of your journey, even before you even heard about this today. Pareto's principle states 80% of outcomes come from 20% of causes. And it just really, in every aspect of life, you are going to see 80-20 balance. 80-20 balance. You know, even, some of you see the yin-yang, right? You see one half, the other half, and then within that you see a little dot of the opposite color, and it creates balance, right? Vilfredo Pareto created Pareto's principle. He did this by analyzing pea pods. And Vilfredo Pareto realized that 20% of the pea pods produced 80% of the peas. Isn't that interesting? 20% of the pea pods produced 80% of the peas. So when we analyze our world right now, we're seeing this actually play out. And again, just shoot a 5x5 in the chat right now, so we know what's, we have crystal clear connections here. 80% of outcomes come from 20% of causes. And that's what really, if you want to say, what is the main theory of the law of 80-20? 80% of outcomes come from 20% of causes. If we were to analyze this in the matrix, for example, a lot of businesses use this model to analyze how to be efficient. 20% of employees produced 80% of the company's results. So when we look at this right now and we apply this to the event, 20% of the population will cause 80% of the event. We're reaching critical mass. And when we look at this right now, 20% of you are doing the work and 80% are wasted space. You could even analyze your everyday life. What are the people that are here to distract and stop? And you could share in the chat right now. 20% of the population will cause the event. 80% of what's happening. 80% of the matrix collapse. 80% of the expansion of human consciousness that's happening right now is happening via 20% of the population. Reflect on your everyday life. 80% of your stuff, you only use 20% of the time. Think about all the stuff that you have, and that's why it's really important. Remember, they live. Remember, they live. Remember, they told you to consume. They want you to consume, and weigh yourself down. Think about all your stuff. 80% of all your stuff, you only use it 20% of the time. Think about your everyday life experience right now. Think about the people that are here. Think about the people at home, the people that you come across on your daily journey. 20% of the people that you know contribute to 80% of your life experiences. Think about that. Isn't that true? 20% of the people you know contribute 80% of your life experiences. This is just the balance of the universe. It's never going to be perfect. You could be watching the videos of our everyday lives. The videos of our everyday lives. And 80% of the videos might resonate, and 20% you might say, what's going on? You know, what's going on right now? You ever hear of, you ever see these satanic clowns on the TV, and they actually try to blame you for pollution in the world? You ever see these satanic clowns on the TV? Meanwhile, they're the ones doing all the damage. This was also done in a study. 80% of the world's pollution is caused by 20% of the factories. Isn't that interesting? 80% of the world's pollution, only 20% are causing it. So, like when you review our world and you're actually seeing this, you know, play out right now, remember, 20% of the pea pods produce 80% of the peas. Only 20% are really doing the work right now. 80% of the peas are produced by 20% of the pea pods. Think about your clothes. You know the clothes that you have? You wear 20% of your clothes 80% of the time. I realized that on my journey 100%. You know, you have a bunch of clothes, and you might only wear 20% of your clothes 80% of the time. That's why it's important. Maybe sometimes you need to, you know, switch up. You always grab the ones on the top. But think about this. If you're learning something new today, please smash the like button. How many pea pods could a pea pod pick? I love that ley line. I love you, ley line. Please continue to smash the like button. We appreciate all your support. We're getting more and more people on this very powerful live stream today. You might be reflecting on that this world is run by criminals. Do you know that this world is run by criminals? Another 80-20. 20% of world criminals commit 80% of crime. We're glitching again, but we're going to make it through. Can you give me a 5x5 in the chat? And then I'll continue this very powerful live stream here. Purge your life, purge your past. That's right, I am sovereign. Yeah, we're just having a difficult time for some reason with the Are we here? There we are. I chat. Ooh, look at the chat's back. Look at that. It just popped back up. It's so crazy lately. The glitches are the chat. I'm watching the chat like you know, like the volatility. The chat is going up and down by hundreds in a matter of seconds. So hopefully we get a 5x5 and let's keep going. So a lot of you know this is only a small all of this terrible stuff. Alien Guru, thank you so much for the support. 5x5. We are one and all together. Love you all. I love you, Alien Guru. Thank you so much for the support. We're out here trying to, you know, connect the nature as best we can with the Wi-Fi. We're doing the best we can right now. We're out here. No, we're learning. It's the 80-20. We have the teaching colors on today. We're learning about 80-20 today. 20% of world criminals commit 80% of crime, treason. When we analyze the world that we live in a matrix reality. Last night I watched the movie Free Guy. A lot of people were saying, you know, you got to check out Free Guy. It's like a red pill movie. It's teaching you what's going on in the world. There is a spiritual war that's happening right now. And it's the Christed beings. It's the 144,000, right? And then you have the those crazy beings out there as well. Well, in the middle, there are people that you know, those that have the ability to awaken others. We see a breakdown of 20, 60, 20. But the 60%, they're just you know, following the subconscious programs. So when you take the 20% and the 60% that's in the middle, that's 80%. 80% are human. Yeah, that's right. So you have 20, 60, 20. And when we analyze 20, 60, 20, we understand the spiritual warfare. I appreciate that, Brent Barry. I'm going to keep going. I love you. Yeah, think about 20, 60, 20. 20, 60, 20. Yeah, the mass information and the mass psychosis is breaking. Alien Guru writes, Sumerian, Anunnaki, reptilian, you got to watch out for them. I love you, 555. Yeah, thank you so much for the support. 20, 60, 20. And that's where this is all being played out right now. And there's a psychosis that's happening right now. And 20% know the truth, and the other 20% maybe know the truth. And, you know, together, that's the forces that are working on the 60% that's out there. And this might be new to you. If you're learning something new today, if you say, I don't understand why the world is working out the way that it is right now, please give the video a like. It's going to help others find this. Catherine, thank you so much. I appreciate the support, Catherine. It is an epic fail for the Matrix, Catherine. I really appreciate that, Catherine. Thank you for that. Lion Teach, I love you, Lion Teach. Thank you for that. Lion Teach writes, I was born on 820. That's great. I remember hearing Pareto Principle in science as a child in school. One of the things that stuck, it's all coming together. Yeah, it's all divine timing, all these magical dates and everything. Lion Teach, it's it's for a divine purpose. Thank you so much for that. I love you. And you didn't glitch the Zoom this week, Lion Teach. Isn't that tremendous? I'm just teaching. I'm teasing you, Lion Teach. So we have 20, 60, 20. And when you put the 20 and the 60 together, you have the 80, 20. So when you think about the darkness in the world, you know, it's really not that much. When you live your everyday life, right? And you have to know how to, you might be new to the spiritual awakening journey, you know? Are you new to the spiritual awakening journey? Is it overwhelming? And just throw out the 5x5 so we know that, yeah, it's a little bit of math to understand what's going on in the world. Goes to the event, right? What is the event? The event is the expansion of human consciousness. Some people still don't get it, right? Like some people, what event? Nothing's happening. It's all about our everyday lives, Dirk, right? Nothing's happening. I just watch the TV. Nothing's happening out there. It's the expansion of human consciousness. That's right. 80% of your time, 80% of your effort goes towards the event, goes towards expanding consciousness. And 20%, you take a matrix break. And I encourage you to take the matrix break. And you might say to yourself, Joe Piscopo writes, nothing happening, just keep eating ice cream there. Yeah, just keep eating the ice cream, the sugars, get the sugars going in there. Nothing to see here today. No. 80% you work on expanding consciousness, you work on the event 80% of the time. 20% of the time, you take a matrix break. Why is this important? Because you don't see what's going on in the world. You have to put things into perspective. Please focus on the message. You have to put things into perspective. If you don't actually take the time to dabble in the matrix, I like to take time to dabble in the matrix. You know, I watch the movies, right? I watched Free Guy, right? We're learning what's going on out there. You have to do this. Sometimes I watch sports. I take a break. And you have to take a break every once in a while because you're gonna burn yourself out, kid. Yeah, Patricia writes, take the mask off. Yeah, society treats us to wear this mask, right? But we're actually the rainbow warriors of the Hopi prophecy. And you could actually be yourself. Casey writes, she's burnt out daily. Yeah, a lot of times, especially in the last year, I felt burnt out on the inside. And you might feel burnt out on the inside in a way that you can't even express it. You know, you lived your life, you're feeling this inner feeling, right? You feel like you just feel like you're burnt out. And this is what we're going through right now, because we're going through a massive event. It's an extinction event as well. God wins 777. What a beautiful name. I love you, God wins. Thank you for the support, God wins. The 20%, we the Rainbow Warriors, need to help wake those we can, but step on the serpents. Yes, God has given us the authority to trample serpents, God wins. Yeah. Love those we can save. Thank you, Michael, for your love and guidance. You help us keep fighting. It's my honor to do this. We're going to do this on a daily basis. We're going to keep going. I appreciate that, God wins. Thank you so much for the support. You know, Karen, we could really, when we look at the animals, and remember, we are animals. We're animals. We're in the animal kingdom. If you're here to learn some science as well. And Dr. Bruce Lipton said all animals are able to tell through the animals. You ever hear like, oh, you could always tell by looking at the animals, looking at the children, right? And then over time, they said, become an adult. But what that meant was become programmed. That, there's no prestige. I know, Ronnie, they wanted you to have prestige, Ronnie. They wanted you to have prestige, right? Oh, become an adult. Oh, become an adult. Prestige. That was fake. What they wanted you to do was to fall in line. What they wanted you to do was to become programmed. That's why they call it a television program. The satanic mind control is deeper than you could even imagine, Light Warriors, yeah? It's deeper than you could ever imagine. But you have to break free of the mind control. If you're breaking free of the mind control, if you are sovereign, if you're here for the spiritual awakening journey, please put a like on this video. It's helping others find this message, yeah? The law of 80-20. Just look at the world around you. 80% of the results come from 20% of the people. 80% of the results come from 20% of the people. And it's free will. And you could sit there and you could waste your time. Some people, they just want to be wasted space. If you're here for self-empowerment, you could write self-empowerment in the chat. If you're here to distract, just get out of the way, serpents. And you could write that in the chat as well. 80% of the results come from 20% of the people. It's the law of 80-20, Pareto's Principle. And if you're new to this, focus. If you have a business, oh, look at that, 444, what a beautiful number. Please keep smashing the like button. Look at that. The 444s are coming out. If you're starting a business for the new earth, right? 20% of your employees will produce 80% of the company's results. Many people use the law of 80-20. We could use it in the spiritual realm. They use it in the matrix as well. The 80-20 cannot be denied. Once again, the law of 80-20 cannot be denied. And you could call people out. You could say, oh, you're the 80%, that's just wasted space. And there's so many employers out there. There's so many people that are running companies that know the law of 80-20, and they focus on their top 20%. And 20% are producing. It's just the way of the universe. Think about, if you're just tuning in right now, I could reflect on this on my life. You wear 20% of your clothes. 80% of your clothes are just sitting there. Do you realize that on your journey? Are you mostly wearing 20% of the clothes and 80% of the clothes are just sitting there? But this is what's happening in the world right now. 20% of the world are conscious and awake. They see clearly what's going on. This great awakening of spirituality is happening at a level where not many people authentically are witnessing this awakening, this spiritual aspect of life. They're still not getting it. They might think that they got it. There's levels and layers to spirituality, and there's no really right or wrong to it. But to really peel back the veil, when you're vibrating in the fifth dimension, there's maybe only 20% that are there. The rabbit hole goes deep. That's right, Andre. The rabbit hole goes deep. But think about your time throughout the day, and 80% of your time and effort should be focused on the event. 80% of your time and effort should be growing. 80% of your time and effort should be focused on becoming the person that you came here to be. And not worrying about what other people have to say about you. Get them out of the way and keep going. 80% of your time and effort should be placed on creating the reality that you want to experience. 80-20. It's all about the 80-20. And you cannot deny the law of 80-20. It's everywhere. The law of 80-20 is everywhere. Oh, that would be great, woman outside the matrix. We're looking forward to that. We're still... Oh, wait. Yeah, Ezekiel and the wheels within wheels. Remember the wheels within wheels? Remember all those hidden teachings they try to hide? Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. No. 80% of the reality has been hidden from you. 80% of the Bible has been hidden from you. And it's time to wake up, light warriors. If you're trying to understand the event, what is the event? It's the expansion of human consciousness. 80% of consciousness has been hidden from you. It's time to wake up, and write it in the chat right now. It's time to wake up. You could write it in the comments. It's time to wake up, because 80% of the reality has been hidden from you. You've never seen it. Yeah, the book of Enoch. Yeah. They have to follow these laws. They give you 80% fluff. They give you 80% fake stuff, and only 20% was real. So now you have to dive in. You have to cut through. You have to cut through all the fat. You got to figure out, okay, this is the real stuff, and this is the stuff I'm going to apply to my everyday life. 80% was a distraction. 80% was a distraction. Wake up. 80% was a distraction. There was only 20%. So that's why we have to figure this out right now, you know? We have to realize, where's the distractions? Look at the distractions, and we clearly know who's who in the end days. We clearly know who's who in the end days. And people will try to twist your words. People will try to twist and manipulate these things. It's called the spin, the satanic spin, and we're seeing this right now. A lot of you are familiar with this in the political world. A lot of you don't like politics. You're probably tuning in. You never liked politics, and they always called it the spin. They'll take things, and this is just the tactics of the satanic cabal. They'll take things, they'll take truths, and they'll spin it on you. Remember, the enemy does not lie. The enemy spins the truth. Once again, the enemy does not lie. The enemy spins the truth, or gives incomplete truths. So look out there. You'll find the enemy. It blows your mind, right, Brent? I love you, Brent. Thanks for being here, Brent. I love all my brothers and sisters that are here. And even the clowns that are here. It's good to see you, clowns. I told you. This will be the path of authenticity. We have to see it all play out. And we have to have real life examples. And on a daily basis, we could see the real life examples playing out. John Murphy writes, on target. We're on the target right now. You can see them all right now. Jody writes, I was born for this. That's right, Jody. You were born for this. And if you analyze, that's why I assure you, like, this topic might not be so popular. Like, people might not be out there researching Pareto's Principle, the law of 80-20, the 80-20 rule. That's why, through all of you, please take the time to share this video link. If you're resonating with this message, please smash the like button. And it's through all of you, the Rainbow Warriors, we get the message out there. Like, I sit here all day long. I talk to God. I say, God, what's the important messages that have to go out? And I feel right now, the law of 80-20, it's got to get out there, and it's got to get out there bigly. Oh, yeah. RoboTrex23, thank you so much for the support. RoboTrex writes, be like little children unto the Lord. We shall inherit the earth. Love you all. I love you, RoboTrex. Love the family. Send love to the whole family. I love the family. It's all about bringing back the family. Yeah. And you could see this, you know, think about your say personal family, right? Always apply the law of 80-20. It's always going to fall into place. Whether it's 80 or 20, it's never 100%. I could critique my own videos, right? You might be watching, and you could watch, seriously, go watch every single video. Yeah, go to the channel page today. Can everyone watch every single video today? I appreciate that. No, seriously though. If you go to the channel page and you watch every single video, maybe 20% of the videos, you might not like them. You might not understand what they're talking about. But that's why we just have to keep putting out our truth. My truth and your truth might not be exactly the same. Once again, my truth and your truth might not be exactly the same. However, if we fall in alignment 80% of the time, that's the answer. That's right. No two people will be exactly the same. But if you fall in alignment 80% of the time, that's the answer. It's never going to be 100%. There's nothing is perfect in this world, right? Like there was this guy, right? This guy Lucifer. You ever hear this guy Lucifer, right? And they were all afraid of it. Oh, he's perfect, right? But there's nothing perfect in the universe. That's right. Nothing is perfect in the universe. In the universe, the greatest power is authenticity. So you have to be authentic, and that's the greatest power in the universe. And what's authentic in the universe is the law of 80-20. So it's going to be 80% of the time, and 20% of the time, it's maybe not going to be in alignment. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. The dogs are going to start barking. Yeah, the dogs will start barking. You got to be kind. That's the important thing. You got to be kind. There are many examples to the law of 80-20, and you could apply this to your everyday life. Dollface writes, best message I've heard so far. Thank you. It's my honor, Dollface. I can't express to all of you, like, there's so much ego out there. You could see ego out there on the TV, ego out there in YouTube. You see all these false idols. You see these people. I assure you, the law of 80-20 is the message that you need to hear for your everyday life, because there's so much confusion in the world right now. If you are resonating with a person 80% of the time, that's your person. I'm listening to this individual, 80% is really resonates with me, that's the answer. If you 20% of the time, it's not so great, that's the answer. I appreciate that, September 26th. I love you. And that's where you have to be placing your attention. Where your attention goes, that's where the energy flows. And you have to focus on it right now. You have to focus on where you're placing your attention. And as a different frequency, things they just fall off your frequency. Remember this on your journey. So as you become bigger, As you become more powerful, there are people that fall off your frequency. That's just the way it is. As I just sang the song. God wins 777. Proud. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. Thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And the greatest support of all is please take the time to get this video out there to the masses. You know, nothing can stop the truth. You know, and it's really happening in an exponential phase right now. It can't be stopped. The truth always comes to the surface. Everything rises up to the surface, right? Even things from deep under the ground will rise to the surface in the end days. Yeah. What's all the stuff that's deep under the ground? All these deep things, all these hidden knowledges, right? All these hidden things are rising up to the surface. Remember the book of Revelation? Some people heard Revelation, right? And the controllers of the narrative, they try to confuse you. Ooh, they try to confuse you. And they said, oh, the revelation is the end of the world. No, it's the end of the world as you knew it. It's revealing. Things are being revealed. 80% of your reality. Remember, they had to give you some truth. You have to remember some truth. Otherwise, they're violating laws. Just like they violated laws now, the law of free will. That's why I'm here now, boy. Yeah. When they violate laws, they have to do whatever they can to really not violate the laws. So they can't hide everything from you. They give you 20% of the truth. And then they give you more truth, right? They give it to you, but they give it to you in a way that, oh, this is just fantasy. Oh, it's fantasy. Humans, it's fantasy. It's not fantasy. So that's how you apply the law of 80-20 to the event that's happening now. 80% of the people, they're going to be beautiful people. And 20%, you're going to see those satanic creatures slither in. Do you see them? You could see them. It's all right. It's the law of 80-20. It's time for revelations, yeah. It's the return of Christ. And it's happening right now. And it's happening via the solar flash. And nothing could stop this right now. Yeah. We have to remember our past and reflect on our past in order to understand our future. And a lot of our past, a lot of the things that we really need to know have been hidden from us. And that's why it's important to expand human consciousness. And that's what we're doing on a daily basis here on our channel, in our community. We are expanding consciousness on a daily basis. That's right. A lot of you know some of these things, and I am encouraging each and every one of you, please share truths in this video today. If you're watching on the live stream, please come back in this video. Please take the time to flood this video. Flood the video with comments, because we have to get the law of 80-20 out there to the masses. And everything you do, remember, sometimes maybe these things aren't the most popular things, but we get it out there because of all of you. When you click the like button, look at that, 555, what a beautiful number. When you click the like button, when you share this video link, when you write multiple comments, and where do you see 80-20 play out in your everyday life? You can't escape the law of 80-20. It's there. It's there all day long. You can't escape it. 20% of the population will cause the event. 20%. 20% of the pea pods produced 80% of the peas. Oh, yeah. And that's what we have to do right now. 80% of the things out there are just fluff. That's why there's fake news out there. Yeah, there's fake news out there to distract you. There are distractions out there. And where is the bread and circus? What do they say? Give them bread and circus. They wanted you to be distracted. Give them bread and circus. Thank you, Maureen. Maureen, and again, please share this in the comments. The law of 80-20 is teaching us what's going on in the world, and this is This is our job on this channel and as a community. We have to get these messages out there. The law of 80-20 shows us, wow, if you just use this law, the law of 80-20, I give you a lot of things. If you're new to the channel, go to the consciousness scale. Use the consciousness scale. You could see what's going on in the world. Use the law of 80-20. Pareto's Principle. Pareto's Principle will show us the way. This is the way, light warriors. Yeah, this is the way. If they aren't helping you evolve, they are a distraction. Absolutely. Mountain Goddess. I'd hit the bell. I don't have the bell right now. Yeah. If they're not helping you evolve, they are a distraction. But I'm here to tell you as well, you could actually transmute. You could transmute trash. Yeah, you could transmute all these things, and you could use it to your benefit. That's what you're going to have to do. You could take stuff that is just a waste and transmute it and make it into something beautiful. Keep transmuting all of these different things and use it to your advantage, right? Use it. Recycling. Yes, Brandy, we recycle here on this channel. We're recycling. Yeah, if you're new to if you're just tuning in right now, 80% of the world's pollution is caused by only 20% of the factories, right? When they try to blame common everyday life people for pollution, it's like crazy. It's this whole victimhood mentality. You're a sinner. All these things. It's always the same. Whether you look at it in the political world, if you look at it in the spiritual world, it's all the same energy theme. You're the person that's polluting. You're the person that's the sinner. Meanwhile, they're the ones that are doing it. We have to rise up right now. Are the lions in the chat? Let me know the lions are in the chat right now. And this is how we're going to get the message out there. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Focus on the law of 80-20. Please put a like on this video. Please share this video link on all platforms. Please write your own comments. Where do you see the law of 80-20 in your everyday life? Where do you see the law of 80-20 happening in the world, right? So everyone, that's 2 comments each. And everyone reads everyone else's comments. And that's how we get the message out there. And people say, wow, the law of 80-20 is showing us the way. It cannot be denied right now. If you like this, if you like a community, we also host Zoom meetings on Patreon. The link is in the description. I'm so grateful for all of your support. And we're going to keep growing this channel. We'll also keep growing our Patreon community. Isn't this the best science class? We had a little bit of math as well. You have to have these things. And when you apply it to your life improves. Yeah. Christ is rising. Yeah. The solar flash. Yeah. It's coming. It's coming. And it's changing who we are. Yeah. Authentic science gets you to question everything, because questioning everything is your birthright. And now that you have the law of 80-20 in your arsenal, light warriors, you could apply this. We are the 144,000. We're moving forward right now. We harness these energies in our sacred heart, and you could apply these things. Get the distractions out of the way. Get the serpents out of the way. And I know there are a lot of distractions out there, but don't worry, light warriors. Nothing could stop you. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of the law of 80-20 and apply it to your everyday lives. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. We are the 144,000 warriors of the rainbow. 20% of the population will cause the event. It is time to take back control of our everyday lives. I love you. This was a great one today. Please flood this video with comments. Share this video on all platforms. Please continue to smash the like button throughout the day. We're going to get this out there. We are the way. I love you all. Bye for now.